Those of you who know me know I kind of like this. I'm teaching a course in public speaking right now where we're talking about the need to sanctify celebrations with words. In 1994, as I was sitting in the headquarters of the Daimler-Benz Corporation in Stuttgart, Germany, I was given a copy of their corporate handbook. I was at the Daimler-Benz headquarters because Mike McKinnon had invited Mike Griffin and me to join him to escort wonderful students from all across North America in an amazing adventure touring Germany. I tell you this because inside the cover of this amazingly successful and renowned corporation's handbook was a quote by the French writer-philosopher Antoine de Saint-Exupéry that perfectly expressed what I'd been thinking about for some time. I cut it out, and this little square has been on the wall of my office or classroom every day since. It says, "If you wish to build a ship, then don't round up men to bring wood, delegate jobs, and distribute tasks. Teach them the longing for the wide, endless seas." Now keep in mind that I've been teaching for over 20 years by this time, but I realized that Exupéry had summed up in 2 sentences the challenges that I had seen, not just for building a ship, but to run a school, or to teach a class, or to make a life. I have loved trying to meet the challenge in the classroom. And as I end this part of my career, I need to do what I insist my students do when they achieve something. I need to say thank you. Thank you first to my students. Thanks for teaching me about resilience and fortitude, about patience and hope. Many know who you are, but many more don't realize how a comment here or a question there enlightened my life. Like many others, I have kept a collection of many of the cards and letters that I've received from students over the years. You will never know how often those cards have helped me through difficult times. Thank you to my old friends and colleagues too. Thanks to Mike McKinnon and to Mike Griffin and Dick Lambrick and Bill Rice and hundreds of others who know who they are. To Bob Morgan, a true champion. To Kim Earhart, I've enjoyed our conversations on golf courses and over good books. You help me know what I value. Steve Schroeder, a better teammate or a comrade could never be found. And to Steve Sperry, we've been friends for nearly 30 years. Belly up to the bar or heads bowed over a coffin, under a sweet summer night on the Mississippi River, or running the pick and roll on the basketball court. We've watched our children grow up, our wives grow more beautiful, and our lives richen. Like good wine, friendship ages well. Finally, most importantly, I want to thank my family. Erica, Katie, Maggie, and Cassie. You've made me proud, you've made me weep, you've made me angry. You gave me an excuse to go on the roller coasters in the tilter world when I was 40. You remind me every day that the most important word in our language is look. I love you. And finally, there are some thank yous that you can't really express in words. Jeanette, I have no idea where I would be if you weren't in my life. I am still amazed by your sense of curiosity and sheer delight in things beautiful. I'm also grateful that you have helped me realize that it is possible that others' opinions might be correct. As the poet says, you are my north, my south, my east, my west. My cup runneth over. Of course, I have to finish with a poem. This one's called Advice to My Son by J. Peter Meinke. The trick is to live your days as if each one will be your last. For they go fast, and young men lose their lives in strange and unimaginable ways. But at the same time, plan long range, for they go slow. If you survive the shattered windshield and the bursting shell, you will arrive at our approximation here below of heaven or hell. To be specific, between the peony and the rose, plant squash and spinach, turnips and tomatoes. Beauty is nectar, and nectar is a dessert, and it saves, but the stomach craves stronger sustenance than the honeyed vine. Therefore, marry a pretty girl after seeing her mother. Show your soul to one man, work with another, and always serve bread with your wine. But son, always serve wine. Cheers.